Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the Mighty Jingles. Regular viewers of the channel may be aware that there's a certain light tank player around here who goes by the name of Auroriks 78, who is known as something of a bit of a demon in a light tank, the king of light tanks, if you will. Now, Aurorik, I'm not saying you have to hand your crown over anytime soon, or that there's a new sheriff in town. I'm just saying that maybe, based on the evidence on display in today's World of Tanks video, you might want to consider the possibility of perhaps sharing it and let zyhnz here maybe wear it on Thursdays. Ironically enough, after last week's World of Tanks video where Aurorik was dominating in the Valentine's version of the Barask, a tank that I compared to the British Tier 10 light tank, the Manticore, zyhnz is, might not look it at first glance, in the British Tier 10 light tank, the Manticore. This is the Technodrome skin apparently, which was one of the rewards for the Season 13 Battle Pass. And in this Tier 10 battle here on the Live Oaks map, zyhnz is indeed driving it like he stole it, with an extremely aggressive and very stylish handbrake turn there, ready for a quick exit. After at the beginning of the match, communicating to his team exactly what he was going to do, where he was going to go, and what he was going to do when he got there. And with the assistance of the tank destroyers and artillery on the team, utterly obliterating the enemy Manticore before barely 30 seconds of the battle had expired. And then, once ensuring he was safe from return fire, look at this. How cheeky is that? That was a nice bush you had there, Mr. Manticore. I think I'll take it. Actually, no, on second thoughts, that bush is for little girls. I'm going to take this one. Look at the spotting damage. The match isn't even a minute and a half old, and he's already got more than 4,000 spotting damage. And if he's not careful, he's going to have 5,000. Can we get 5,000 spotting damage before this match is 2 minutes old? Might have to move up to another position, even more aggressive than the last two. 30 seconds to go. Oh, hello. There it is. 5,000 spotting damage. Wow. And he's only just getting started. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This poor Object 268. I mean, the first shot bounces. This tank, by the way, is an actual light tank with a 105mm gun, not like the Barask, which is a light tank pretending to be a medium tank with a 105mm gun, so it can get away with an actual decent rate of fire. Object 268 is now a former Object 268, zyhnz's first kill, and 6,000 spotting damage, sniping the rangefinder on the top of the, well, not turret, but fighting compartment. The Manticore, of course, infamous for having a reload that's measured in ice ages. This 105mm gun doesn't have damage per minute as much as it has damage per week. Aside from that, it's a great gun, it's just the reload that's the only real problem. When you fired a shot on this thing, the next shell... Oh, and by the way, I love the way this thing sounds like an RC toy when you're in first-person view. But yeah, the next shell isn't really inserted into the breech of the gun by the loader as much as you sit around waiting for it to be delivered by Federal Express next day delivery. How we doing? 1,500 direct damage, 7,799 spotting damage. I think we can get more than... Oh! That's the issue with Tier 10 artillery. Even with a 105mm gun, you don't quite have enough firepower to one-shot them. But, well, as long as you've got teammates, that's what they're for after all. 1,500 direct damage, 8,000 spotting damage. He's actually in the middle of the enemy team here. He is behind enemy lines. No, another target spotted. Another target spot. There's none of this moving up to the front lines and hiding in a bush shit. Not today. Excellent chance he got spotted there. Yeah, he did. Extremely dangerous tank destroyer in the bushes behind him. So down at the low ground here, we can get the occasional shot off against the Super Conquerors, distracting their attention and making them easy kills for the rest of the team behind them. Now about that tank destroyer. There were two Super Conquerors behind him, of course, and he's upset one of them. But that's just making him an even easier kill for the rest of the team as he shoots at and misses zyhnz. There goes his second kill. This isn't a high kill game, but that's kind of not the point. I mean, he's done 2,000 damage, which isn't terrible. But he's got 10,000 spotting damage. Oh, hello, and goodbye. One left. Don't think he's going to get down there in time. I think the rest of the team have probably got that one covered. 10,956, basically 11,000 spotting damage, and 2,000 damage and 2 kills of his own. And he did it in less than 4.5 minutes. Well, he didn't do it. Obviously, communication, coordination, and teamwork with the rest of the team were key here. Sometimes, of course, no matter how hard you try, the team just don't want to cooperate, and under those circumstances, any light tank driver, no matter how good, is going to struggle. But you can improve your chances by communicating with the team, which is exactly what zyhnz was doing right from the start of this battle, telling them where he was going to go, what he was going to do. A lot of the time, the team will be only too happy to shoot at the targets that you're showing to them, but, well, the thing is, World of Tanks players don't like surprises. So increase your chances of getting successful cooperation from your team by doing what zyhnz did here and letting them know in advance where to expect to find those targets. Of course, it also isn't going to hurt your chances if you know exactly which concealment spots you can get away with on every map, depending on which tank you're driving, and you're driving that tank like a man possessed by a demon. But there aren't that many World of Tanks players who are capable of that level of skill. On the other hand, every single one of us is capable of communication. So, Aurorik, be a good lad, move over, make some space. I'm sure there's room on that throne for two. This was zyhnz, with 12,000 combined damage, actually closer to 13,000 combined damage, from nearly 11,000 spotting damage in less than 4.5 minutes in this Tier 10 battle on the Live Oaks map. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.